And there we go. Wow. I got one pistol. Top 12 and squads. That should work. Alright. As you may have known, this is I guess, a video of how to survive in Fortnite. Of course, nobody's probably listening at the moment. But I'm still gonna do it anyways, so I don't care. Might as well give a shout out to my friend Crystal and these random guys here. Probably not. I don't even know half these people. Except for him. He's pretty cool. But, as I was saying, this is a guide to survive in Fortnite. Let's get started, shall we? As you can see, you have at least, maybe, let's just say, 5 or 6 type of game modes, maybe. Solos, duos, squads, soaring 50s, close encounters, or playground. Of course, these 2 are optional. These update and go away, come back, doesn't really matter. Mainly because I've never played this one, pretty cool. It's okay, I guess. Your friends may disagree, but that's a part of the fun. Alright, step 1. Who you are, I guess you could technically start with. Are you a person that normally recommends solo, duos, or squads? I don't know what the heck happened to Trio. They probably all got shot in the back alley while trying to hang out. But, as I was saying, soaring 50s. This is mainly for beginners. If you feel like you need a team and you don't know how to play at all, go for soaring 50s. Close encounters, don't even ask me because I've never played it in my entire life. Playground. Now, playground is, well, you get the picture. But, you know, as I was saying, you may choose one of these 3 items. Mainly. These are mainly the most popular items right now. Let's go to solo, shall we? As you can see, solo means solo, which means forever alone, but it's, we can get back to that later. As you can see, loading screen. These are what pops up. And different types of loading screens, different types of areas in the game. See these. Mainly if you buy the battle pass for $100. I'm just kidding. It's only 60. As you can see, these are a bunch of PE. Oh, hey, look at Shrek's cousin. Oh well, but that's fine. See, John Wick, Sledgehammer, Ragnarok, whoever that is, another Ragnarok. Mainly the more important thing is, rule 1, do not wear skins that are big and bulky. Big and bulky means, I don't have an acronym at the moment, but you get the point. You're more vulnerable to people shooting you, finding you, and killing you on the spot. Mainly when you drop off. As you can see, by many of these people, they're mainly heading, well, Greasy, Viking Hell, Tilted, and sometimes Loot Lake, but never Haunted Hills. Let's go, shall we? As said, always use a certain contrail that is practically never seen. Trust me, you don't want people to follow you, find you, and then kill you because they have no life. Let's get going, shall we? As you can see, this is a normal neighborhood in a normal place. As you can see, people are starting to land here. Only a couple will come. Not many will follow. Mainly because this is solos. Everyone's on their own. We're the loneliest of lonely. But let's get back to it, shall we? As you can see, these are certain type of things called chests. Chests hold certain weapons, items, and, well, that's about it. We got metal, dual pistols, and a bush. Bushes are very good for camouflage during duel, but we'll get back to that later on. As you can see, you must acquire more than one chest. The more chests you find, the more weapons you find, the better the guns you find, your survival goes up a couple of percentages. Now this is a scoped assault rifle. Not good for close range, maybe good for mid-range, but very good for long range. Shields. Shields are very good for protecting you. It all just depends on what type you have. Let's go ahead and take these, shall we? Now, I supposedly have 150 health. At the moment, really. But that's just optional. Not really optional. If you don't have shield in this game, you're pretty much finished, really. Rule number 1. Don't go in public. This is a big no-no. I'm just showing you this right now. Yeah, freak you people! As you can see, I have been shot. In normal games, you would bleed out to death, but of course this game isn't normal. As you can see, he tried to ramp up on me. Now this, we will get back to later. But you can now see that, well, he had nothing really of use. Mid-game, maybe of use. End-game, very useful. Let's move on, shall we? As you can see, this is the normal taco shop you will find. You know, I've never seen a taco shop with chairs and stuff outside, but, you know, that's Taco Bell for you. Taco shop. Stuff. Oh, freak. As you can see, normal people would shoot and run, but right now, we're just gonna run! Run for our life! Run! Run! Ah! Okay, note to self. Don't shoot people. Just run. Run for your lives. Just kidding. Now, we shall try duos. Now, in duos you may say, well, what makes it better? What makes it worse? Well, good thing, you play with people. Bad thing, you play with people that you don't know. So, we're just gonna skip these two for right now, because I don't talk to strangers. As I was saying, this is the battle pass. It's expensive. But we will move on to that. In the meantime, I will show you the natural ways of solo. As you can see here, this is called over-exaggeration. This man right here has wings and a skin. Not very common. As you can see, that's his natural dance. Course, he chooses over many. Now, I will show you the ant farm of, well, Fortnite, of course. Now, we must stay a complete different distance from it. If we do, we will be safe. If we go any further, we will die. It all just depends. Where will you go in Fortnite? And of course, that is one of my family members. It's quite alright. It's quite normal. As you can see, that some of these are called extra. Now you may think extra is good, extra is better. But not really. Extra is a dangerous way of playing a game. Now, people who land here are called kill players. As you can see, this is a very dangerous red zone for normal people. Let's go on a ride, shall we? Now this is what we call a shopping cart. Usually what you go in when your mom takes you to the grocery store. But that's fine. Let's continue. As you can see, many people don't really walk on the streets, but it's quite okay. As you can hear, there's more gunshots than in Compton. Let's move on, shall we? It is better to duck next to vehicles. Trust me, you don't want to get driven on. Now this is the natural bookstore. You pick out a book. I hear this one's from R.L. Stein. Not really, he doesn't exist in this universe. Hey look, it's Victoria's Secret magazines. No, I'm just kidding. No, not really. I don't even know what those read. I can't even read. But that's okay. Ooh, bandages. Now, bandages are extremely useful. Mainly for if you're getting shot to death. Okay. As you can hear, there's more gunshots going off than in Detroit. But that is common in Fortnite. Right now, I'm in complete danger. But you gotta keep quiet. I'm so freaking scared right now. Better be paying me double for this. Good. Are they gone? That's fine. As you can see, right now we're pretty much in the hood of Fortnite. You will get shot, tortured, and murdered. Ah! Yeah, pretty much that. As you can see, this is the locker room. Trust me, most of it should be censored. But as you can see, I'm pretty sure that's just a bear. But this is what we call an extra. Extras are, well, too big, too bright, too colorful, and too much. That's why we call them extras. Extras use these, which means that they don't really care for the coolness. Or pretty much they care for more coolness than strategy. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that and a Diet Coke. I didn't know we were back. As I was saying, many people join Fortnite, mainly up to 99 people. There's never been 100 people in a game ever since the first launch. As you can see, we're pretty much safe up here. Most of these people are jumping to their deaths. They do have parachutes and contrails and such, but that's okay. As long as we're safe up here, we got nothing to worry about. Plus, they can't even shoot that high. Matter of fact, if they can, that would be very dangerous. But as long as we're in the okay, never mind. We got kicked out. Yeah, this is dangerous. Okay. At least I grabbed the whatever the freak I have for a parachute, but that's just fine. Alright, we can head over to, I guess, over here. We can glide above the cities and bridges and different types like that. You can move faster, slower, you know, and such. But for right now, oh my goodness. as you can see here, the man in his natural habitat. As you can see here, we're running for our lives! See you later, nerd. Freak you! Note to self, don't land here ever again. As you can see, you are always a target in Fortnite. Let's get going, shall we? Now this is the bus. Or not really a bus, but more of a bridge, my bad. Sorry, I did a line of cocaine before I started writing the script. But that's okay. Huh? I'm fired? Well. Well, that's alright. I'm still gonna do it anyways. But, as I was saying, this is under the bridge, of course. It's nothing really special anyways. And, let's see. And, you know, you'll get bullets, ammo, health, you know, stuff like that. Mainly normal items. Not exactly normal. I don't know where you find a shotgun in real life is normal, but remember, children, if you find a gun out in the open, remember, return it to the police. Or shoot the bully at school. But that is not an option at the moment. As you can see, brick and materials are very good for building. As said, walls, floors, half a roof, and a pyramid. Well, that's about it. Well, as you can see, we're pretty damaged, so let's heal. Now, each bandage gives you I don't know, do the math yourself, but as I was saying, each bandage gives you a certain amount of health, which only gives you not so much, probably very little. I don't care, I'm using the last one. Now that is a very important lesson. If you are at 73 health, bandages only carry you to 75, so never take the only bandage you have. So, as you can see, we're heading to an area called Shifty Shafts. Now, Shifty Shafts is very useful, mainly for brick, metal, and every type of material you can think of. But the only bad part is that there's very little loot. Very, 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 very little loot. Seems like our lucky day. As you can see, we've acquired 2 weapons and some plastic explosives and a pencil tip holder. Just kidding. It's actually a trap. As you can see, many oh well, hippies suck, as everybody knows. As you saw, that is a type of player we call expectatious dilemmas, idiotis, which means a person who just thinks you have something good, even though they know you have something terrible and will kill you anyways. Mainly because, well, they just want to. Now, these type of players, their age group goes up from -0 I know there's no such thing as -0. Don't blame me. -0 to, well, the age of 2. Which you may be asking me and yourself, but Penguin, how do 2-year-olds hold up a controller? I have no idea how. So don't ask me. Ask somebody else. Just make sure this thing is still on. Just making sure. Now, as you can see, the dance ritual. Many females and males will do this dancing ritual. I shall commence as well. But it never lasts long, because people love this game too much and have no lives. That is why I'm making this video. It's more of a documentary more than a survival guide, but oh well. Survival tip number 1. When you jump, make sure to jump early before your destination is under you. If you don't, you will miss your destination. Many people will shoot you down if you're too late. But that's just how people are. Now this is what we call Dusty Divot, but I like to call it Dusty Diner. Mainly because, well, it has low expectations. Now this diner, you can't walk in and ask for a cup of coffee or a beverage or a snack pack, as you may consider yourself to get one. But this is a dangerous diner, full of heathens and murderers. Mainly people who have no lives and try to kill you just because you don't have a gun. But think of it this way. Oh, blasted my controller. Think of it this way. If they run into it, they'll die. As you saw. Not really, because my thing is dead, really. Now, that person right there is a part of idiotic, enigma's death. Pretty much that means man who can't hear and is retarded. Now, you will rarely see anybody walk into those, mainly because they're mentally retarded. As you can hear, many people will always try to go for that loot. They go for it, steal it, or take it. But either way, you're still alive. As you can hear, these children or people are actually looking for me. Now, when they look for you, they will look to the end of dawn to find you, even if you are in the storm or not. As soon as they see that storm, but unfortunately, they don't know that they are the ones that live last. That's why they never usually win. Seems like we have one. Told you. Now, retardus, blindus, really. Blind people who can't think. As you can see, we will take our stuff and leave. For we have earned this treasure, and some people don't know this. We will take our treasures and leave, onwards and over. But remember, children, don't eat the fries on the floor, because if you do, that's kind of gross. Don't do that. Kind of gross. But, as you can see, this is called the circle. The circle is which determines on where you must stay. If you are not in that circle within a certain amount of time, you will die of the storm. Now, Survival tip step 2. Listening. Do you have that one friend who talks all the time? Does he yell in your ear? Does he stab you in the ear just because you won't listen to him? Well, tell him to go freak himself, because this is how you survive. Rule 1. Get rid of your friend. Pretty much it's not rule 1, it's more step 1. Step 1. Get rid of your friend. Step 2. You can keep your friend, but just tell him to shut up. Step 3. Obviously. Step 3 is the most important thing. Always keep listening. You may hear footsteps, you may hear a trap, but if you don't listen carefully, death by idiocy, or idiotic tendencies, pretty much. Now, here is part 3. This is what we call image predictionist, which means all these are usually where everybody mostly landed, around this area. Now you may be asking, why didn't they land here, here, and here? Well, that's because they don't care. Now, what this means is that many people will head in from Salty, of course, Slush Factory, Lucky, Fatal, Paradise Palms, Retail Row, Lonely Lodge, and Wailing Woods, and many more. Now, these people will run until they are almost out of breath. Not really, actually. You can't breathe in this game. You're dead already. Just kidding. But, this is how we survive. Of course. Now, as I was saying, step 4. Stick to the low ground if you are trying to get a win. If you go high, you are most likely to get shot. You are more likely to lose every single time. Now, this is what people usually do. Head to a big city, obviously. Go in, shoot a couple of people. I got some guys, and then die. Now, of course, those are 2 different types. There's the I want XPS, and there's also the I don't care, I'll kill us. Pretty much. That means I don't care, I'm gonna kill you. And, well, of course, I just want XP and I'll kill myself if I have to. As you can see, I'm going to hide here. Now, as you can see there, that is what we call the not SS, my bad. The SMGS retardus. Now, what they like to do is they like to hold many fast shooting guns and spam you for all they have. Mainly because they have no life. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, if you are one of these people, just stop. Because this isn't fun when you do this. You're not helping yourself out. You're not exactly winning. You're more just making other people mad and then dying and then making that not useful for yourself. So if you do this, please stop. Get some help. Alright, we're back. Now, as I was saying, of course, we're now going to try Playground. Now, Playground is not that very exciting. Sure, you can have a creative mind. But this is what we call bootleg Minecraft. Now, as you can see, this is the entire world of Fortnite. Well, for the moment at least. Now, what people mainly try to do is get a gun and shoot, right? So, I will show you the perfect winning techniques, of course. Now, let's just say we had to, I don't know, let's just say Salty Springs. Now, you may be wondering, well, is Salty Springs good? No. No, it is not. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what is good? Anything in this whole circle is not good, to be honest. Anything big, anything in there is not good. Mainly because you will die by many people. The best way to survive, land on the outskirts, and then trial your way further in. It's like saying, why would you jump in to a pool full of vomit in the middle when you could wait for it to go into the, let's just say, vacuum, or the, I guess you can say, filter of the swimming pool, and then head for the middle? Now you may be saying to yourself, Penguin, that's disgusting. Well, life is disgusting as well. And if you can't handle that, you have exactly no life. But, as I was saying, we can go on to the next starter's tip. Now, you may be wondering, well, I have 2 guns, some shield, and 2 boogie bombs, right? What do I do now? Leave the scene of a crime. Which means, don't go in, don't go into any type of town, city, or any type of that. If you want to get an easy kill, wait for them on the outside. But I wouldn't recommend this because mainly you're going to get shot 100% out of any type of direction. As said, if I stand here, many people are going to be around me. Not very wise decision on my part, as said. So, you may be wondering, well, I'm out of the city. What do I do now? Head to a different city. Head on the outskirts of a different city. Make sure nobody's there. Make sure you're safe. And make sure you're nice and happy and sound. Now, you may be wondering, but Penguin, how do I get there safe and sound if there's people trying to kill me? Well, that means you're pretty much just sticking to roads, really, at this point. You're walking in the middle of a road. Nothing's happening to me. Type of situation. Now, that is completely wrong. You do not do that. If you do that, you are automatically going to get shot from somewhere and somebody. So, let's just say, right here, right? Which house would you go into, obviously? Now, automatically you would go for the big house. It probably has a lot more loot than the small house, right? Well, wrong, obviously. Sure, it may have a bit of big loot, but you're more safe in this one, see? Now, what people don't understand is that this game is called Battle Royale. Battle Royale, which means man who lands the last, pretty much, the guy who lasts the last, or the most, wins the game, pretty much. If you're the last one alive, you win. But people say, well, why not kill as many people as you can, and then kill them? Well, think of yourself as, I don't know, a penguin, right? Like me, right? So, let's just say you walk up against something, right? You're like, hey, I'm a penguin, I'm waddling down the road. All cool and stuff, kind of like me. Well, soon enough, you're going to come against a freaking shark. Or a seal. You know what I mean? And those sharks and seals are going to fight each other, right? But if you try to intervene, the shark is just going to bite you in the leg and you're going to die. Pretty much that's about the end of the story. But what people don't understand is you're supposed to let the big guys rumble and then take on the big guy when he's low on everything. So let's just say 2 guys are fighting in the middle of town, let's say, right? Midtown, you have 2 guns, both close range type of weapons, right? They're fighting right over there next to the taco shack. What would you do, right? You'd be like, oh, okay, shoot him. Wrong. Obviously wrong. Okay, throw a boogie bomb at him. Wrong. You automatically lose right then and there. What you need to do, matter fact, what you would need to do to survive is to not stand on high places like this, because if that was the case, you'd automatically get sniped. You would need to travel on the outskirts of which you need to go. Don't head into town, head around it. Once you get a good angle at somebody, let's just say right there, right? They're fighting right there. They don't know you're here or what, right? Once you have that opening and that man has killed the other guy, right? You get a good clear shot at him while he's looting the dead corpse. Dead. There you go. You get both free loot. There you go. No hard work. Nothing important. Now, this moves on to rule 5. Do not, I repeat, do not ever blow your cover at all. If you do this, you will die immediately. What I mean by this? Well, I mean you're gonna die. If I start going like this, oh, there's a guy there. I miss, I shoot, he's gonna turn around, shoot me. I'm gonna head back down. Guess what? He didn't just hear it. A guy over there heard it. A guy over there heard it. A guy over there heard it. And some guy right there. They heard that. So that means, hey, there's a guy over there. I heard a sniper shot. What does he have? Guess what? You are now their own target. 50 people are now going to come. Well, 50 is kind of over exaggerated, but you know, a lot of people are just going to come after you because they heard a sniper shot, thinking you got like a heavy sniper or, you know, something they want or need, right? So, do not shoot unless you have clear view. If you don't, then oh well. Rule 6, directions. Directions is a very good communicational skill. If you have friends, well, good for you. If you don't have friends, I'm very sorry for you. But, as said, you must learn your directions, what side of the map, what side it's supposed to be, of course, right? Anybody wondering? But I already know my directions. Well, good for you. You know them. But I've played with people that don't know their directions. Now, what I mean by directions is like, here, let me put it like that. So I wouldn't be able to see anything, right? So, I can't even see anything right now. I can't even see the directions because they're covered by the stupid clouds. Now, I know to the left of me is north. I'm looking northeast. To the right of me is south, which is also southeast. Now, directly behind me isn't south exactly. That would be southwest. To the left of me, main left, if I were to look over here, would be west. That's north, that's east, that's south. Now, what people do, they say, okay, east, west, something west, right? You know, stuff like that. That's fine. You know, you may have a team that does that, right? Now, some people, what they'll do, and this is pretty interesting as well, because this also helps other people out, just be, okay, if you're next to an item, or next to a person, or next to a city of some sort, like, let's just say I'm fighting somewhere here, okay, they're shooting from the west, and pretty much they're shooting from west, something, and they're over there behind the bridge at 240, or pretty much in between 240 and 255. Alright, everybody knows where they are, of course, right? Now your team knows. But people, when they don't know their directions, okay, they're at 255. Okay, 250. Then they have to keep doing this, trying to find 255. You know what I mean? But it's worse when they're in a vehicle, because you can't turn all the way. So you're like, okay, I don't know where they are. You know, where are they? You know, so it just kind of helps out your teammates, helps you out, and pretty much your teammates are your pretty much life and death scenario. Pretty much, if you're in a, let's just say squad, of course. If you're in a squad going up against, let's just say, another squad, right? If one of you goes down, that's fine. You still got 3v4. That's still pretty good odds. Sure, you may have that extra guy to deal with, but heck, you can take 3 guys out at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how you play. You know, get off my back. You don't know life, but, you know, stuff like that. Let's just say, right? So, if 2 of you go down, that's a problem. Sure, it may be doable if you're that epic enough to do it, go for it. Have fun. But your odds of defeating a 2v4 is 50-50 at hand, really. But, as I was saying, if it's a 1v4, there is no possibility you can, unless you are going up against autistic children eating pizza upside down and drinking chocolate milk. That is a whole different problem and progress at the same time, as said. So, you may be wondering as well, who do I choose? Right? You need to choose good teammates. You need communication, you need sight. You also do need listening as well, because it's a very important lesson to learn. I don't know why some people don't understand this. Of course, stuff like that. You cannot use a vehicle at any time or moment, because automatically that gives your position away immediately. As said. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's just say if you're driving like this, right? Straight road. You are dead, because somebody could be on those roofs. So stupid. On those cliffs, they're about to shoot you. Pretty much. That's the whole situation that you're dealing with. So some people may say, well, I'm fighting against children. I'm 40 years old and I'm fighting against a bunch of kids. Well, guess what? Those kids have had, almost a year of practice, pretty much. Heck, they may even have mother's credit card and starts buying a bunch of stuff. What makes you think, oh my god, they're probably good, but they're children, they're probably not good. Well, guess what? There's a 50-50 chance you're dealing with somebody like that. Of course. I said. Now, you may be thinking, well, how do I avoid these people? Well, you can't. Exactly. You can in a way, but it's a bit challenging to do. All you have to do is really, I guess, wait for them to kill themselves, really. That's about it. You'd be saying, Penguin, that's a terrible thing to say. Well, not in real life. If you think that way, you're freaked up in the head. No, I'm just kidding. I think that way too, because I'm the one who's doing this, like, ad-libbing the whole thing. So, that's my fault. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure you do different work. As said, stuff like that. Now, you may also be thinking, well, how do they kill themselves off? As I was saying, there's going to be sharks and seals coming after penguins. I would rather recommend sharks fighting seals, seals fighting sharks. By the time they're done fighting, they're too tired to fight, then that's when you shoot them. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot easier than just trying to go and shoot and fight. Alright. So, maybe thinking, well, how do I take these guys down with a squad, right? Well, there are many different teams. There's a team with a shark, Heck, there may be a couple of seals on there and a penguin, right? But that's not how you should play. You need one of each, technically. Maybe wondering, well, what types do you have to look for? Well, you're going to need somebody who plans items, plans stuff, helps people out, does certain stuff like that. If you don't have a person on that team, you need to find one, which is extremely rare to even find a person like that. AKA, get some friends. So, number 2, you need a person who can kill quick, fast, and easy. Which means you don't want to have that guy alive. So, as I was saying, you're going to want to take care of many people very fast, very quickly. Because if you don't, people are going to hear those bullets and they're going to think, okay, free lunch, let's go kill him. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying. This is all just to help people out. Now, if you don't understand, then oh well. Stuff like that. So, continuing on, you're gonna need a builder. Now, builders, they go from the best builders to the worst builders. If somebody can't build a ramp, let's just say, like, I guess, if they can't build like that, like even faster than that, then they're not good at building. don't use that person as the person in your team. Just saying. It helps you out, helps me out, stuff like that. Now, if you are if you're a person that just does, like, say, you're a person that does this constantly, don't do that. That is one of the worst ideas. Put a floor in between so you're less likely to get shot down. Okay, sounds good to me. So, another thing. Also, these are evil. Very, very evil and dangerous. You may be wondering, what do you mean, Penguin? You know, they're just supply drops, you know. Nothing too bad. Well, they are bad. Very, 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 very bad. Now you may be wondering, well, why are they bad? Because, well, they pretty much get you killed either way. If you're saying, oh, hey look, a thing, let's go get it. Well, no, don't do that because people are already there and they're gonna shoot you to death. You know what I mean? So, might as well be safe than sorry. That said. Now, I guess rule number 6. If you find a llama, praise the llama. Hug the llama. Dance on the llama. Well, pretty much that's what you usually do. But, do not do this. Please, if you can, get a heavy sniper, a shotgun like this, or something that shoots fast to take one of these things out. Because if you do that, you should be able to at least get it open fast enough. Maybe thinking, well, Penguin, wouldn't people hear the bullets? Yes, but that's why you run fast after you're done doing it. Continuing on with our lesson. If you see a golf cart, don't shoot people from it. It's not worth it, okay? You're just wasting ammo, wasting your grenades and stuff like that. Don't do it. It's one of the top 10 things you should not do. Now, if you're that type of person that's like, but I want to do a trick shot with it, well, click off this video because you're the problem, and that's why I'm making this video. Okay? So please leave, click off the video. Just saying. And if you're not clicking off, then freak you. I can't do anything after that, so oh well. But as I was saying, different types of people will always try to kill you, always try to hurt you in different types of ways, of course, right? Well, let's think of it this way. You need trustworthy players. You cannot have a random guy in your team. Like, let's just say you have a trio, right? And you join squads with Phil. You cannot trust the other person. I've had many people say, oh, this guy killed me because he got in the cart and he built a ramp. Or I was driving and he built a wall, and then that's because he's probably triple teaming with me, okay? That is a huge bad thing. Isn't that impossible? No, it's not. I've seen my friends do it before. I'm not going to specifically say who. Plus, he probably watches the video, so don't know anything. You know, so-and-so. So, I've seen him do a triple team and a whole team before. So I'm just saying, it isn't that abnormal. So, continuing on with the video, you know, if you're going on with, let's just say, a pump, right? If you have a pump or something, you see somebody build a wall right there, do not shoot it. I understand it's willing, but jump around it. Do not go and shoot the thing. Okay, the best thing is to divert. I think, what was it? Divert. Go around. I guess that's. I guess divert. Hide. And crouch. I guess that's as far as I can really go for it. But as said, if you are a builder, and if you get building materials, do not break every single little thing that you find in your way. Do it like this, and then hit it like that. Leave it at 50. Go to a next tree, hit it for 50. Go to the next one, hit it to 50. Don't just go up to it and then just start breaking it like abnormally, because that just means that you will be spotted immediately. Let's just say it like that. Now, I guess the next part I can technically say is teamwork. So let's just say you must learn your team before you use teamwork, really. Now you have to ask your team what kind of guns you use, what kind of guns do you need, how much ammo do you need, are you good on this ammo, do you need heals, do you have any shields, certain things like that. But don't ask them at the same time because that's just annoying to some people. Just giving you all a heads up. Number one, give the items or give the consumables to a responsible person. Do not give it to a guy named John or freaking Ricky or something. Someone with like a retarded name or something. Those guys usually like use them up or something just without using them. Alright, don't give it to a guy like, oh, we're getting shot at. Dips and then leaves the team saying, oh, I'm sorry, I was getting killed, and then they only have like 99 health and like full shield. You know what I mean? Like, don't have a player like that. If you have a player like that, don't let him play with you. It's all about teamwork and lasting to the end, pretty much. If you think, oh, I'm gonna go kill this guy and this guy and this guy, don't do that. Don't be those type of people. Pretty much that's what we call kill players. There are many different types of people like that. There's kill players, win players, noobs, and I guess, I don't know, I guess technically, I don't know, I guess you could technically call them, I don't know what you technically call them, but I do know at least that just don't give any important items to those type of people. They will try to just mess you up over and over and over. They don't care who you are. So, kick them off the team if you have to. Alright. As far as I know, certain items you must use, certain items you can't use. Use your consumables very carefully and wisely. Let's just say if you have a hunting, or like a sniper rifle like this, and you see somebody, oh, there's a guy, shoot him and you miss, then you run away. They know where you are, they know where it came from, and they know where exactly to find you. So, that's a good thing. Rockets! Please, 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 do not, just do not give these things to kids, okay? They'll be doing this. The whole time you're fighting somebody because they're panicking, okay? Don't do that. Don't give children weapons. You know what I mean? Don't do that because that's just gonna mess your whole team up. They're not gonna know where the guys are coming from, so don't do that. Thirdly, the worst type of players you can come across are the rush players, of course. Now, this is only a strategy type situation, right? Let's just say if you're building up, okay, you built up. This is just for example, you know. Oh, you built your base area, you know. You got your place, you know, that's cool, yeah. You know, stuff like that, right? Now, if you see a guy doing this, hold on here, let me show you. Now, if you see a kid going like this, because he's a rush player. Don't let a kid do that because all you have to do is just... Oh, that's all he has to do is just do that, pretty much. And then you're dead, pretty much. You lost everything, you can't build any more RPG, dead. So, you may be saying, how do you avoid these types of players? Well, you don't build anything. Do not build anything at all. So I'm just saying, if you build, you're gonna get killed, okay? You may have a builder, but do not use his potential until the end. That is what he is there for, okay? These are useful tips and useful items, okay? I'm just saying. So, supply drops. Back at it again. You see a supply drop, make sure to look around it before you go for it. If you really need to get it, tell your team, hey, I'm gonna go get this. You guys need to back me up. If you don't, we are going to die. If we don't get this done, there's a very high possibility we're gonna lose. Alright? So, if you get a minigun, please don't pick it up unless you're an expert at using miniguns. Hi, Mr. Llama. Alright, let's see. You know, certain things like that. If your friend is low in health, don't take that chug jug. Give it to him. Because if you don't do that, you're just a guy who doesn't care about the team, and you need to stop playing that if you're going to do that. Play solos if you're going to do stuff like that, to be honest. Your friends don't deserve it, you don't deserve them, so please don't do that, I'm just saying. Acquiring llamas. Acquiring llamas are very rare, I'm pretty sure. I think there's like a couple of them in the map. I think it's like 3 or 2 or something like that, I don't know. I think I saw like 5 once, but that was about it, really. Pretty sure. But remember, if you have to, hit the llama too. But I would very suggest getting rid of it quickly. Because if you don't, you will die. Bushes. I'll be totally honest. Bushes are good, but you need to use them at endgame. If there's a squad over there, right there, and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna win, stuff like that, and you're like, I have nowhere to hide, get a bush, crouch, and wait next to a tree. I'm just saying, this is the best cover you can take at the moment. Until they get distracted by like a different team, you can run around and get closer to them, and then wait. You get closer to them, and then you wait. Then you get closer to them. Remember, turn and move at the same time, because if you don't do this, they're going to keep looking how far you're going. And then stop. Going after them. And stop. Keep going. Find out where they are. Get a gun out. Crouch. Boom. There you go, dead. You see what I mean? Is that that's all you have to do. It's the easiest premise in the entire game. But some people, they don't understand. It's Battle Royale. Last one stand and wins. So, if you have a friend that does any of these rules that I tell you not to do, just don't have them as a friend or to play it with you, because they're the reason that you're losing a game. So, just saying. Best scenario of a bad scenario is that they trap you in their own base and you don't know what to do, and they're trying to find you and they're scared. As I was saying, you know. So let's think of it this way. Hold on, let me just. What? Well, I guess that because New Circle is pretty bad, to be honest. New Circle is very, very bad. It's, I guess, Old Circle was good because it circled you in. If you're doing the whole movement, it's not really doing it. It's just delaying the inevitable. You know what I mean? Like, just let them hit you. And, yep, there you go. Sorry, I had to get rid of the bush. I'll just pick my stuff up again. But, you know, don't do that. That's just such a dumb idea, you know? Playground. Playground is a good area to practice and stuff, but you'll get bored after a while. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you the certain specifics and the certain areas you'd want to go, certain areas you don't need to go, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure I could just tell them this, I guess. I don't know. I could tell you guys this, but it doesn't really help us out in any type of way. So, pretty much all you would have to do I can pretty much just tell you where, because all of these areas are not that good, but they're very good. Now let me tell you this now, just as a big hint. The best loot is always in the places that nobody checks, pretty much. So if you're running, I found a chest, nobody's gone here before, nobody loves to go here. Take that chest, because there's usually a purple gun or an orange gun. Pretty much. If nobody goes there, you're gonna find really rare and good weapons. And if there's nothing good, then that means some people like to go there more than anything. Now, this may change over time and over different situations, right? You may be thinking, well, what type of situations do you mean? I mean, people may land here, may start to land here, and then the loot may not be as good. If you land here, everybody lands here, so that means the loot over here is okay, but it's not too good. You know what I mean? If you land way over here, you're guaranteed to get at least a gold weapon. So there's no exact, definition on how good it is, but it's pretty good, But like you start landing at loot, which people started doing, most of the loot started to get bad. Like here you were at least guaranteed to get a blue weapon or a purple weapon, of course, right? But sometimes when more people come to a situation area, you're less likely to get it because somebody's already opened a chest and has claimed that blue or purple weapon. And so that's what I mean, is that it's all in one location that I've never figured out how it works or why it works that way, but it's always has, or just always has. So if you're just, I guess you could say, if you're in one location, there's more people trying to go to that location because they just want an easy kill, to get a challenge done, to get a weak challenge done. It doesn't matter to them, pretty much. They're gonna try to kill you no matter how hard you scream, how much you rage. They're gonna try to kill you no matter what the cost. To avoid this, just follow the main tips that I keep telling people. All you gotta do is wait it out. No, it's just that easy. That's how you get wins, pretty much. Well, that's pretty much most of my tips, I guess. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole tip scenario and, the guide how to survive in Fortnite and stuff. And I hope you guys take some of these things seriously, because some people really don't for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, yes, I got it. Man, I missed. But, just take some of these with a pinch of salt, I guess, because some of these you may be a different player, some of them you may not be. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If you liked it, recommend this to some of your friends if you have some of these friends that don't like to follow these rules, I guess. And if they don't want to follow some of these rules to help you get a win, well, freak them. So I hope that's cool. Well, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed.